you guys doing today? Sic parvis magna, which means greatness from small beginnings. This is a quote I heard a few years ago. The reason it has stuck with me is because it represents my life and who I am. My name is Jacob Smith, and 5 months ago, I made the decision to join Freestate to better my life. While at Freestate, I was able to jump 5 grade levels academically overall. I came here at a 5th grade level in math and made my way to a 10th grade level in math. I don't know about you, but to me that's a big accomplishment. Especially for a 5-month period. Also, with the help of my case manager, Mr. Dennis, I was able to apply for jobs, and I found North American Trade School to study combination welding. Combination welding is a specialty which covers a variety of ways to fuse metal together in order to build or repair projects. It is a career I had never heard of 5 months ago. Let me take you back just short 5 months ago. I felt like I was nothing. I did nothing but smoke, sleep in class, and play video games. I was lazy and completely unmotivated. I used to think, what is the point? Why are we born just to die? My rage consumed me. I always looking for a fight to release my pent-up anger. Sometimes there wasn't even a reason for it. I was ready to go. Swing first, ask questions later. My grandmother always used to compare me to the Ninja Turtle Raphael. You know, right? Raphael was the one with the red mask who was always hot-headed and first in the action without thinking. The words which Master Splinter spoke to Raphael at the end of the first movie hold a special place in my mind. Possess the right thinking. Only then can one receive the gifts of strength, knowledge, and peace. Anger clouds the mind. Turn inwards, it is an unconquerable enemy. Kids act the way they do for a reason. I was simply trying to find a way to heal. A way to heal from my painful childhood. My father left us when I was born. And until I was 5 years old, it was just my mom and me. Then she met a guy. And later, they were married that year. A little while into their marriage, my stepfather began to abuse me. My mom didn't know about it because I was too afraid to say anything to anyone. When I was 13 years old, I finally opened up, accidentally. It was actually a slip that I didn't mean to say during an argument with my grandmother. And from there, it just came out. He has been in jail ever since, and I am thankful I was able to save my younger siblings. If I had spoken sooner, I might not have the little brothers and sister I have today. They have become the motivation I needed to get through Freestate. Freestate was originally recommended to me by my school counselor because I was flunking in school. Coming to Freestate had to be one of the most nerve-wracking things I have ever done, aside from this. I had never gotten myself away from home quite like I did with Freestate. Once we got to the barracks for the first time, we had the pleasure for standing around for what felt like hours. Then we met Sergeant First Class Lisbon. For the longest hour of my life, he was teaching us a position of attention. But the worst part was, none of us knew how to do it right, so we ended up staying there even longer. The first 2 weeks were definitely the hardest part of the program. There were conflicts, people getting sent home, and people just trying to adjust. Me though, I wanted to leave, because I felt like I was needed at home to support my mom and my siblings. But later on, Sergeant Graham and Sergeant First Class Lisbon helped me believe that while being at Freestate, it was a better way of supporting my family instead of just being a liability at home. Yeah, clap for them. From there, they helped show me the path to see it through and thrive. While being away, I found a group of people that became my support system inside the barracks. Cadet Flores and Cadet Talavera, and the people I could call my friends or even family. I also met the best teachers I've had the honor to be taught by. Mr. Barlow, Mr. Severs, Mr. Jackson, and Miss Spicer. They all played a huge part in making the GED test a cakewalk. Mr. Rich and Mr. Tony were my official mentors. They helped me make goals and plans with my life. At Free State, I met Officer Wilson, who is an MP who works on APG, Mr. Barlow, Sergeant First Class Lisbon, Sergeant Warden, Sergeant Graham, and finally, Sergeant Major Carter. These men helped me find potential, and they also brought out the young man everyone thought I could be. You see, these mentors are great and all, but there is one who stands above all the rest. Mom, will you please stand?
You have been a teacher, a role model, and a mentor. I love you, Mom. Thank you for supporting me through all of this. I've truly become someone else, something else. When you learn to take control of your life, you become powerful. T.E. Lawrence said in 7 Pillars of Wisdom, all men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night, in the dusty recesses of their mind, wake up in the day to find it with vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they may act their dream with open eyes to make it possible. This I did. My future is my own. By my power, I am determined to be successful. Congratulations to my fellow cadets. May we all continue forward on this new journey that we started 22 weeks ago.
Jacob Smith. Nicholas Talavera. Now introducing